the Jaguars on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Kyler Murray and Trevor Lawrence. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Palmer. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, that's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Opposite. Watch it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10.
Way to go.
Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and it usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete. On third down, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Throwing again on second down, Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Murray, that's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Murray to run again. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to roam now. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Opposite.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a third down coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once again, it's Swift. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lawrence will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing the offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shifts by him. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll go again to Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Murray going to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 41, Murray. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Here.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Murray now.
That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 29, Murray.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And his kick is good.
And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Again, it's Lawrence.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 16, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On first and 10, here's Murray.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
On play action, it's Murray.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Throwing again on second down. Murray will find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will pin him back as it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. And that brings up 4th.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Murray now.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Open man is Myers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Murray going to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Check, opposite, and block it, alert, alert.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert, kill, check, opposite.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
They find some open field here.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Walker, his 2nd sack of the night.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Lock it. Alert.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Check. Opposite. Can.
Here's Lawrence.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Alert. Kill.
Now Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23.
Lawrence.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And Lazard's got it again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw is Murray. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Murray.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's a handoff to Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here's Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that is incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
First throw of overtime for Murray. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Murray now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing now is Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw is Murray. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Going with their tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Lock it, alert, alert, kill.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the option going right. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Right, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Lock it, alert, alert.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.